Yo guys, what's going on? It's DreadMan, and I'd like to give y'all an introduction to my new segment called DMSN, DreadMan Sports News, kind of my version of ESPN. Because since I think I'm a pretty good sports analyst, I'm gonna give y'all some sports news from now on. But it's just gonna be one of my segments. Anyway, here's what I want to talk about today. First, in sports news, Brock Lesnar returns to the MMA. He returns to UFC after making a full recovery from his pneumonia back in October. But good to have you back, Brock. Can't wait to see you in the octagon. And personally, I think he should either fight Fedor Emelianenko, that big Russian heavyweight guy in the MMA, but unless he moves over from Strikeforce or Pride or whatever it is he's in. Or I'd like to see him take on that cocky fat bastard that won the Ultimate Fighter Season 10, Roy Fat Cunt Nelson, or Big Cunt Nelson, Roy Big Country Nelson. Yeah, anyway, I'd like to see him fight him and finally shut his ass up. But anyway, good to have you back, Brock. Alright, moving on. Now, as far as my Super Bowl and playoff predictions, let's see. This Sunday we got the Saints and the Saints and Vikings game. That's probably gonna be the game of the week. But I still say the off-season game of the year probably belonged to the Cardinals and Green Bay. But both of them got eliminated. And the Cardinals got eliminated by the Saints the previous week. I say this is gonna be a back and forth game, but I'm gonna give it to I'll give it to this one. This one is tough because all their offensive weapons cancel each other out. You got Adrian Peterson on the Vikings. You got Reggie Bush on the Saints. You got Drew Brees on the Saints. You got Brett Favre, the veteran, on the Vikings, and you got Sidney Rice on offense for the Vikings. So it's kind of a hard game. It's going to be a mostly offensive game, but I'm not sleeping on either team's defense. But I have to say the better defense goes to the Vikings. So I got to say the Vikings win by at least a touchdown. And the AFC Championship game is going to be a wash. It's not even going to be funny because the Jets they made it far before, but I'm sorry, they're just going to be disappointed. Sorry, Jets fans. When you're going up against one of the best offensive teams in the league, look at who they beat last week. They beat a high caliber Chargers team, and you don't beat a high caliber offensive team like the Chargers by only 3 points and expect to hold a candle towards one of the best offensive teams in the AFC and in the NFL. So that game is going to be a wash. It's going to be they're going to win by at least 21 points. I wouldn't be surprised if it was maybe 28-7 or maybe even 21-0. And my Super Bowl prediction is I got to say Vikings Colts. And I'm usually pretty good at making predictions like this. And you know what? It's not even a prediction. It's not an I think. It's not an I guess or I hope so. I'm telling you what's going to happen before it happens. And if I'm wrong, I'll make an update video apologizing on this. And the Pro Bowl is looking pretty good too, but I'm looking for the AFC to take that one since they've taken it every single year for the past 7 years. Because the AFC is probably like the best division in football. All the AFC teams are high caliber because you got all the high caliber AFC teams. You got the Colts, you got Pittsburgh, you got the Patriots, you got the Ravens, and the list goes on and on. Those are the top 4 AFC teams. There's some pretty good NFC teams too, like the Cowboys, Cowboys, Giants, the Saints this year, and you got the Vikings, and the Vikings are doing pretty good. But I gotta say the AFC team will win the Pro Bowl. Now, last piece in this boxing news: Roy Jones signed on to fight Bernard Hopkins at last, finally. But I'm looking for Bernard Hopkins to win this fight because it seems like that guy doesn't age, and Roy Jones has lost his last 2 out of the 3 fights I think he's been in. He won his fight against Trinidad. That was an easy one. Then he lost 1 fight, and then he lost to Danny something. I can't remember his name right now. From the UK. So I'm looking for it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna happen probably later this summer, but I'm looking for Bernard Hopkins to beat Roy Jones. But anyway, this will do it for DMSN DreadMan Sports News. Thank y'all for watching, and remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. See you guys on the next video. Peace.